Which human technologies for living well have you mastered in your life? I'm Edouard Brault and I'm an energy coach, and I just published my book in English called Billionaire of Light that you can find on Amazon. And today we're going to talk about this topic that can change your life forever and make it absolutely fascinating until the very last day of your life, because it's going to allow you to grow in what we call human technologies. So let me read just a few lines of the book. It's in the chapter Technologies of Light on page 167, and then I'm going to elaborate on how this is crucial for your own development. Which human technologies for living well have you mastered? The habits of successful people is one of them. Another one is the best management method. People in business are fascinated with management or selling well to clients. These are technologies for the human being. It means that when you start to research a given topic in order to improve your skills in this topic and adapt it not in an artificial way, in a manipulative way, which is, we would say, the disharmonious way of doing things that was the way of the human race until a few years ago. If you want to do things with authenticity, which is the new way, which should always have been the right way because it's in accordance with our nature, with your nature, then you can develop technologies that are at the same time in accordance with your own nature and heart and soul and mind, respecting everything that you are, but also respecting other people. And hence, you develop this human technology in the most wonderful way, but also you are developing harmony in all your life and becoming more and more efficient in the topic. So these two things, they go together, efficiency and harmony, as long as you do things with respect for yourself and the environment. So these are some human technologies that you could choose, and you could take notes during this video. You could choose to develop in your own life and then make the specific research, taking notes and growing in that field. So I mentioned two, but also communication techniques. As a speaker on video, but also in public, but also one-on-one in my private sessions, I'm learning all the time to communicate better. Speak faster, speak slower, be less aggressive and be more relaxed, but at the same time give rhythm. We're learning all the time, and there's no perfect truth in this, but the truth is you should have fun, you should be aligned with yourself and authentic. But for sure, communication techniques for you is a fascinating topic because it's what relates you to others. And what I want to explain in this chapter about technologies of light is that there are so many topics that deserve, with your type of life, personality, job, social network, to be developed. So instead of playing video games or watching lousy series or shows on TV or social media, you could spend time every week and keep the time in your calendar to learn about these technologies. In the past times, we had books. Before Gutenberg, we had nothing. So after the existence of publishing through Gutenberg, we had the books. And now we have all sorts of resources, books, videos, audiobooks, podcasts, meditation, finding your own resource and answers from within, you name it, discussions with other people, watching some documentaries. There's so many resources, and any research that you make will be rewarded with great results. Here are some other fields. The art of seduction. Of course, this is very important because every human being is thinking, and you are probably thinking about love all the time. If you have love in your life, then your heart is filled with love. And then this love is present in your daily life. But if you don't, then you really want, I guess, if you are a sentient being, you really want to develop your love life. And for that, the first step is the art of seduction, which comprises also the art of meeting people and approaching them, not shocking them, being interested in them, but also know how to highlight your own personality, yourself in a good way, and the art of creating the connection and letting the right emotions grow between you two. Another topic is the art of making friends. This is very important. When I was a kid, I always heard that, oh, you cannot make more friends than fingers on one hand. This is absolutely not true. And I've spent all my life, at least since 1997, when I had a major problem with my social network due to some personal issue that I had. It's not the topic today. But I told myself that I would grow real beautiful friendship, and that could be also in different countries because I love to travel. So of course, friends, the definition of real friends is the people who, of course, you love, there's mutual love, but they're here for you if you have a problem, and you're here for them if they have a problem. That's real friends. And you can grow much more friends. I mean, it can't be an enormous number, but why not 2? Why not 3 hands? I'm talking about the real friends. So the art of, and also in the second network, which could comprise 15 or 20 or 30 more people, there could be also be very strong authenticity, truth, love, care, and appreciation. It's an art. It's a technology of light, my friend. It's a human technology. This is another one. The ability to raise children well and make them happy. Wow. I have a son. I love him, of course, like every parent, so much. I'm so proud of him. But when I was a parent and raising him, I used to say that this is the most difficult job in the world. And I really believe it is, because you're in charge of a universe, somebody absolutely magnificent whose behaviors and intelligence and emotions you do not control or understand most of the time. And you need to adapt to that person all the time while knowing what you want to teach him or her, and what not to do also, not to create too many limits, so that this person feels free and has all the space to thrive. This is the theory, but in practice it's so difficult. I had lots of compliments from my friends and family about the way I raised my kids, but if I listen to myself, there's so many things I would have made differently. The only thing I'm happy with is I gave him all the love that I could and that I have, because I love him deeply. And that's what we need to know when we raise children, is it's the quality time. It's not the quantity time. And the quality time is about exactly this: love, caring. But you understand, all of this is an art, and we never stop learning about these technologies of light. This is also what is the principle of what I call technologies of light in this chapter of the book, is that you never stop to learn. And you learn like a kiddo. You are in constant awe and fascination with yourself, because you're in constant awe and fascination with the human potential, which is so rich, which is so beautiful. And you understand from that video that this topic about yourself is much more fascinating than any book, any work of fiction, series, or film. And I love films, I love books, and it's a different topic. But the problem is nowadays people spend so much time on what is outside. So books, video games, YouTube videos, social network, of course, a lot, and articles, magazines where you learn things that will never be useful for you and that lack a lot of wisdom. And all of this is taking your time and energy away from you and how you can grow your technologies of light. Another one that is great is the ability to maintain excellent health. Of course, we're all concerned by this and we think about it all the time. In my case, for instance, I had to learn how to manage back that is straight. It's like an eye, my back. It's not curved because of some issue I had at birth. And I had to learn nearly all my life how to reduce the pain. Like maybe you have some pains in your own body, but also not taking too much weight because I love to eat and my metabolism is creating fat, very quickly. So I had to also stay fit, and so that means exercising and knowing which exercise to make. But all of this also is an art in itself. It's a technology of light, because only the way to address your health issues that you choose by yourself and that are tailor-made and adapted to yourself, which is the result of knowing perfectly yourself, what works, what doesn't work, only that will produce great fruits for your health. Our body, like all the other methods or fields I'm describing today, is extremely sophisticated. You cannot fake things. You cannot manipulate things or people anymore. These times are over. These are methods from the past. We need to be now aligned and in total accordance with ourselves and the universe in other people and beings and system and organizations. Because if we are, we create constant harmony. If we aren't, we create disharmony that will backlash. It's really, I'm telling you, technologies of light, it's fascinating, and it's just two pages in my book, because there's so many other, I believe, at least topics that I found fascinating to talk about. Sports skills, of course. Knowledge about nutrition. So there are so many fields that you can develop at technologies of light. Another one is intuition. Let me just develop very quickly the topic of intuition. It all depends on we know now, pineal gland, which is like an antenna that receives information from this very high informational field that the ancient Indians called the Akash or Akasha. And in this informational field, you have basically all that is, was, and will be. It's like a giant database, and your pineal gland, your own system, and your, of course, emotional, mental, and spiritual being is able to connect with this Akash if you are doing the right things, like calming your mind, calming your emotions, learning to listen to what's inside of you. When you develop intuition and you learn to listen to your intuition, which is really a super advanced technology of light, it's one of the most fascinating ones, then you know what to do, what not to do. When you talk to your boss or a client or a boy or a girl, you know what to say or what would be clumsy to say. Because the intuition sometimes knows what you don't know about the person. If the person has been shocked or traumatized by a given topic, like one of her parents or by any shock that they had, an accident in their life, your intuition will warn you, do not talk about this. On the contrary, if you want to connect with a person, your intuition will show you which topic to talk about and what to avoid. It's really very precious. So try to develop all the time, try to dedicate all the time you can to the development of these technologies of light. And the call to action, the advice that I'm giving you now to finish this video is, first of all, if you liked it, please, and before I give you advice, please press the thumbs up to say that you like this video, to support me. You can put a positive comment, of course, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want, you can also share these videos with friends and family, because this is about being more happy and developing ourselves in the most richest way. So the call to action, as I said, is try to identify first, by making a list, the different technologies of light that you want to develop for yourself, for your work, and for your personal life, which comprises, of course, your health, but also relationship with people, family, as I said, dating, or the art of creating and nurturing a great love relationship, but also in your spiritual life. All these fields, to name just a few, require that you develop these technologies of light. So the first thing is make a list of what you want to learn, and you will only be able to focus on just a few of them at the time. And then start to research, with, again, meditating. Of course, the answers you will find from within will be the best, but also videos, YouTube videos, books, listening to the masters or to the specialists in these fields, thinking, taking notes. This is what you can do to really develop yourself and in these technologies of light that are going to change your life. See you. Bye-bye, my friend.